Good morning and welcome to the news at 9ish.
Today is Friday, February 19th, and it's National Chocolate Mint Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. You may be seated.
Congratulations, boys and girls, on your extra math achievements. Way to go, and keep up the great work.
All right.
Good morning, Twin Valley Elementary Center. I hope everyone enjoyed the snow at home. We are going to get started right into our TVEX this morning. We got quite a few, and we're almost caught up with all the TVEX I need to get out there. So I'm going to start right away. And this one's a little bit confusing. It's from Mrs. Weaver, and it was reported to Mrs. Weaver from Mrs. Kirk because she says that every day at bus dismissal, she reports that there's this one student who always looks her in the eye and always says goodbye and always says, "I hope you have a good night," which I think is such a polite and awesome thing to do. And the student is Lucas Picinich. So Lucas, congratulations. Here's a TVEC to you. All right, next up in Miss McConn's class, we have Brandon Herzog. Doing a great job showing effort in the classroom to slow down, check that work, especially his math. So great job, Brendan. Appreciate it. You're doing a great job. Mrs. Gall's class, Peyton Lanza. Peyton's working really hard at being organized, which is really important to be a good student, to be ready and organized at all times. So Peyton, congratulations, TVEC to you. Next up in Mrs. Cherlin's class. Now, she says, I can't remember if I already nominated her last week, so we're gonna see, but it's Cassie Byrne. Cassie is consistently kind and helpful to everyone in her class, thoughtful and caring towards the feelings of others, and always says please and thank you. Again, another way to be polite and kind to others. So great job, Cassie. Here's a TVEC for you. Next up in Miss Seipel's class, Juliet Shank, always helping others in the classroom. So nice job, Juliet. And also Savannah Roach, always kind to others and helpful in the class as well. So Savannah and Juliet, here's two TVECs for you guys. All right, next up from Mrs. Clemmer, Jean Garman in Mrs. Derez's class. Jean was so focused and engaged during library special, did an outstanding job. Mrs. Clemmer says, keep it up, Jean. Great job. TVEC to you. Mrs. Rodoloni's class, Jazzy Onofomi for working really hard to learn some tricky math concepts and doing extra math work after school. So continuing working hard even while at home. So Jazzy, great job, TVEC for you. From Mrs. Berger, Matthew Dunbar, trying his best, raising his hand, completing his homework and classwork, and he's extremely creative and thinks outside the box. So that's awesome. Keep up the great work, Matthew. Here's a TVEC to you. All right, from Mrs. Cherlin, and this is for a student in Mrs. Sanger's class. Cadence Jerger showed TDC pride by being respectful by waiting in line for lunch outside the classrooms in Top Red neighborhood. While many of her peers were disrupting some of the work, Cadence was an awesome role model by showing patience while waiting and respecting the classes in the Top Red neighborhood. That's an awesome job, Cadence. It's really important because we know how long our lunch lines stretch to make sure we're being respectful to the classes outside the hallway. So here's a TVEC to you. Mrs. King's class. This is for Mr. Cola's class. I see them waiting patiently every day for their lunch. They're quiet and polite and excellent role models for first grade. It's so wonderful to have older role models for the younger children, and Mr. Cola's class provides that for us. So that's actually, I think, a pride point. So Mr. Cola's class, you guys get a pride point for that. And you know what? I think I'm going to give Mr. Cola the TVEC for your class. So Mr. Cola, TVEC for you. And Mrs. King has Lydia, is patient and kind to her classmates. She arrives with a smile every day and is eager to learn. Very important for a first grade student. So Lydia, TVEC to you. And finally, in Mrs. Asen Apura's kindergarten class, we have Noah Sawinski for picking up balls at recess and really helping out, getting the class back inside afterwards. And also to Adriana Gossert for modeling distancing in the hallway, so being a great model for her class and other classes. So TVECs to both of you guys. So I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and always remember to treat yourself well and always be kind to others. Take care, everybody.